Awesome. Jenny, thank you so much for jumping on and joining me and to have a really quick chat just about yourself and the business and obviously the progress you've made, particularly in the program. And I've just been super impressed and super pumped with obviously the progress that you've made over the last few months, and especially that year-on-year growth has been incredible. So thanks obviously for spending the time to chat. I'd love to just hear from you obviously about yourself and your business and how things had been traveling potentially before, we had met.
Sure. So firstly, yeah, thanks for this opportunity. I can't tell you how much difference it's made just linking in with you guys. It really had come to a head after kind of 16 years of doing a business while I was bringing family up. And so I started filling a gap in my own problem, which was having kids peeing all over the floor and through shopping trolleys and stuff like that. And I'm like, I can fix this. And so I started, I'm a sewer, and I have a science background, a medical background. So I'm like, yeah, I can fix this easily. So I started adding pads to normal undies, and my friends wanted them, and it just kind of took off, and it became my evening work, and turned into a business, which has just been chugging along very slowly, just how I can cope with it, basically, with raising 5 kids. And this year, I guess, I'd gone overseas, I'd bought some stock in, I'm still making a fair bit here. I'd taken a lady on a couple of days a week. I'd love to increase her to 4 or 5 days a week. I'd love to just like sort of make things work and make it into a business that is not just in the background, but it's more of my focus. And so I had been seeing your emails for about, or Instagram posts for about a year, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I was just like super impressed. I'm so keen. I'm so enthusiastic about my business. I know I've got a great product, but I just was not sure at all about how to go about the marketing. Despite me trying to learn from various ways, I just didn't have the confidence I needed. So signed up with you guys, bit the bullet, thought, yeah, boots and all in here.
Yeah.
And I was just amazed. The first week, basically, I just followed the guidelines. The first week, I'm like, yeah, something's happening here. This is getting better and better. I'm actually getting orders most days instead of like no orders for 3 or 4 days, and then and struggling. And even just little changes, like a simple change that I think you suggested on our first intro call to the website made a massive difference, because I didn't have time to do anything else. So I know it was that. And I've just gone from strength to strength, really. But basically, the first month, I really, I am time limited. I'm working another job at the moment as well, 30 hours. I've got the family. So I'd just done the basics. I'd set up some Facebook posts. I'd set up a Google Performance Max. And I couldn't believe the difference. I had a revenue that was double the month before and double last year. And then the second month, same thing. So I'm absolutely stoked and enthusiastic, and I just can't get enough of this stuff now. So
yeah, I love it. That's such a great overview, and like we sort of said before, like it's just testament to you and your willingness, right? Like I really believe that skills can always be learned, right? But you just got to have the willingness to do it, and you have to do it yourself, right? Like no one is in charge of your future except you. And that has been so amazing to witness you. Like from that very first call, you're like, I'm in, Will, like what the hell have I got to do? And I'm going to do it. And that's just been so impressive, and even more satisfying for me to observe you just get those results from it, and it's so much more to come just because of that attitude and the enthusiasm that you have. So it's so awesome to see that, and for you to be confident and feeling good about the direction you're heading, because especially with limited time, we have several people that have either full-time jobs or part-time jobs or stay-at-home moms, and they just have other things on. Our lives are busy. That's just human nature. But what we can fit in that time and make it as effective as possible, right? Being proactive with our efforts versus reactive is the biggest switches that we see people make, and the big inbound versus kind of outbound that we actually have to go and do, and especially in the sales context, of course. So, it's been really awesome to see be able to focus on those really highly effective things,
Mm.
right? You're probably not doing any more hours per se than you were,
No.
but just the cut through is 2 to 3 to 5 times, more
Yeah.
effective, which is
Mm.
exactly what we want, that leverage that we're after. So that's
Mm.
awesome to see. And so beforehand, like before we had connected or before you jumped in the program, like, did you have reservations? Were you nervous or apprehensive, or anything kind of going through your mind particularly, even, though you jumped in eventually?
Yeah, I think when you've got a business and you've been chugging along by yourself for so many years, of course you're going to be nervous, especially when the cash flow is short. And and it really took me coming to a crunch to get to the place of saying, yeah, I'm just going to do this. And but I guess, look, I mean, what's life for, eh? You got to take some risks, calculated risks and logical risks. And I'm a thinker, and like, as soon as I connected to the community, I'm like, yeah, this is so not a scam. This is so real and so enthusiastic, and there's so many like-minded people here who are just they care, like it's so obvious that you guys care. You know what we're talking about when we ring or ask. You do really spend the time on everybody's business just to advise us the next step that's logical for our business. It's not just a blanket. And the quality of the teaching and your short videos, they're brilliant. Love just being able to do it on the drive to work, and I'm just, I listen to a couple of them on the drive to work. So it's fitted my schedule, and it's fitted everything really. So yeah, did I have reservations? Yeah, absolutely, because for me it's a chunk of money. But have I regretted it? Absolutely not. Like, it's been the best thing I've done for my business since I started it up, really. So yeah.
Amazing to hear. And you just got to back yourself again, like sort of saying, just backing yourself, knowing that you're getting yourself an environment where you do level up, and you're like, okay, I'm good here. And obviously to have that support, and a lot of people that do come for the skills, and then they definitely stay and see the value in the community, as you say, of like-minded people and people raising each other up and leveling up their standards and stuff. So that's awesome to hear, and obviously see you get involved in the community as well. So again, so super proud of you and what you've done, and more to come, of course. Is there, just as like a final note, is there, like, having the kind of experience and wisdom, I guess, from a few months down the line to thinking back to prior to the program, is there something you'd sort of say to people in a similar position to where you were, like now that you're sort of on this other side, and any advice for them at all?
Yeah, for sure. I guess be brave if you've got a product and a passion. Step out of the box, you're in good hands with these guys. And yeah, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Yeah.
Amazing. Enough said. That's perfect. Perfectly put. Well, yeah, thank you so much, Jenny. As I say, like, so much more to come. The best part of the year is coming out for everybody in retail and online and stuff like that. So it's just going to be even more firing for you. So we're going to have some more exciting things ahead for you, obviously, with increases in sales and marketing. It's, the hard work, in my eyes, like the stage that you're at, the hard work's done. Now it's just tuning some things, growing with your growth and the scale, and being able to handle that, and then some more fun to come, obviously, with production and all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks so much for sharing that. Really appreciate it. I know that people get a lot of value from it, so thank you.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Amazing. No,